Every life you admire, and every life you secretly fear becoming, both come from the same place: choices. Not luck, not talent, not destiny. Choices. The uncomfortable truth is this: you are not stuck because life is unfair. You are stuck because, at some point, you chose comfort over growth, excuses over ownership, delay over action. And before you get defensive, listen carefully. This is not an attack. This is a wake-up call. Right now, your life is speaking loudly. The money you have, the confidence you feel, the respect you receive, the opportunities in front of you, none of it is random. It is a mirror, a perfect reflection of the decisions you made when nobody was forcing you to choose. When it was easier to scroll than to study, easier to sleep than to work, easier to blame than to build. Every time you said, tomorrow, life heard, never. Every time you said, I'll do it later, life moved on without you. You don't lose overnight. You lose slowly, quietly, one small decision at a time. Choosing to stay silent when you should have spoken up. Choosing to quit when it got uncomfortable. Choosing to wait for motivation instead of building discipline. Those choices feel harmless in the moment, but stacked together, they build a cage. And one day you wake up inside it wondering how you got there. Here's the part most people hate to accept. Nobody forced your hand. Nobody made you give up on that goal. Nobody made you settle for average. Nobody made you stop pushing. You chose it. And that's painful, because it means the same power that built your current life is the power that can destroy it and rebuild something better. Hard work is a choice. Discipline is a choice. Sacrifice is a choice. So is laziness. So is distraction. So is playing the victim. You don't get to choose whether life is hard. Life is hard for everyone. You only choose which hard you want. The heart of discipline, or the heart of regret. The heart of building, or the heart of explaining why you never did. Most people don't fail because they're incapable. They fail because they keep choosing what feels good now over what pays off later. They want confidence without competence, success without suffering, respect without responsibility. And life doesn't work that way. It never has. Look around. Average lives are built on average choices. Waking up late, doing just enough, blending in, avoiding risk, avoiding discomfort. Average feels safe until years pass and you realize safety was the most dangerous choice you ever made. But here's the brutal beauty of it all. You can choose again. Your past does not get a vote in what you decide next. Yesterday's mistakes don't own today. You are standing on a clean slate whether you feel like it or not. The only thing required is honesty. Radical honesty. Admit where you've been lazy. Admit where you've been scared. Admit where you've been settling. Not to feel shame, but to take control back. Because the moment you accept responsibility, you reclaim power. From this moment forward, every excuse is a decision. Every delay is a decision. Every action, or inaction, is shaping your future self. And whether you like it or not, you are choosing right now. Not later, not tomorrow, now. The question is simple, but uncomfortable. Will you keep choosing what keeps you stuck? Or will you finally choose the version of yourself you keep saying you want to become? Let's be brutally clear about something most people are too comfortable to admit. Where you are right now is not bad luck, not fate, not the universe doing you wrong. It is the direct result of choices, repeated daily, quietly, when no one was watching. That's not an insult, that's power. Because if choices built this life, choices can dismantle it and rebuild something stronger. But that only happens when you stop romanticizing struggle and start taking responsibility for direction. Every single day, you wake up at a crossroads. You don't see it, because it doesn't look dramatic. There's no signboard, no countdown, just small moments that feel harmless. Snoozing the alarm, skipping the hard task, choosing comfort over progress, saying tomorrow instead of now. One choice feels insignificant, but compounded over months and years, those choices become your reality. That's how average lives are built. Not through massive failure, but through tiny acts of avoidance. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people know exactly what they need to do. They just don't want to feel the discomfort that comes with doing it. Discipline is boring. Consistency is lonely. Growth is painful. And excuses, they're comforting. They protect the ego. They give you a story to tell yourself about why you're still stuck without having to face the fact that you chose ease over effort. Look around. You'll notice something brutal. The people who complain the most are usually the ones who act the least. They talk about motivation, but avoid discipline. They talk about goals, but fear commitment. They talk about potential, but run from pressure. And over time, they convince themselves that life is unfair, because accepting responsibility would mean accepting change. And change demands sacrifice. Your life right now is a mirror, not of your intentions, not of your dreams, but of your habits. That's why wishing doesn't work. That's why hoping doesn't work. The world doesn't reward what you want, it rewards what you repeatedly do. You don't rise to your expectations, you fall to your standards. And if your standards are low, life will meet you there every single time. The past, it doesn't matter anymore. Not because it wasn't painful, but because it's finished. Regret won't move you forward. Guilt won't build your future. At some point, you either let your past become an excuse, or you turn it into fuel. You don't need to feel ready. Readiness is a myth. Action creates readiness. Confidence is built after movement, not before it. Understand this. No one is coming. No perfect moment. No rescue. No sudden burst of motivation that fixes everything. The people who win aren't more inspired. They're more disciplined. They move even when they don't feel like it. They work even when no one applauds. They commit even when results are invisible. That's the separation point. That's where paths diverge. You can keep choosing what's easy and live with quiet regret, or you can choose what's hard and earn self-respect. You can keep blending in with the many, or you can decide to become one of the few. This isn't about talent. It's about decisions, made daily, made deliberately, made without excuses. And the question you have to face, honestly, is simple. Are your choices building the life you want, or just protecting the comfort you're afraid to leave? Your answer isn't spoken. It's lived, every single day. Here's the part most people avoid hearing, because it kills their excuses in one sentence. Your future is not blocked, it's unpaid for. Unpaid in discipline, unpaid in consistency, unpaid in sacrifice. Everybody wants the reward, but very few are willing to pay the daily price. You don't lose because you're unlucky. You lose because when it's time to choose discomfort over comfort, you hesitate. And hesitation compounds faster than failure. Every day you delay, the gap between who you are and who you should be gets wider. And that gap is where regret is born. Look at your life honestly, not emotionally. Honestly, where you stand today is not random. It is the receipt of your past choices. The mornings you slept in, the nights you escaped instead of preparing, the standards you lowered just for now, the effort you promised yourself you'd give tomorrow. Tomorrow came, and you still didn't show up fully. That's not judgment, that's reality. And reality doesn't care how bad you want it. Reality only responds to what you do. This is where the split happens. Most people will hear this and feel motivated for a few minutes. Then they'll scroll. Then they'll forget. Then they'll go back to the same habits that built the same life they complain about. But a few, very few, will feel something deeper than motivation. They'll feel responsibility. They'll realize no one is holding them back. No one is sabotaging them. No one is coming to hand them a breakthrough. And instead of feeling defeated, they'll feel free. Because once you accept that it's on you, it's finally in your control. You don't need confidence to start. Confidence is built after action. You don't need clarity. Clarity comes from movement. You don't need perfect conditions. Perfect conditions never come. You need a decision so firm that excuses don't survive it. A decision to wake up earlier than your old self. A decision to work when nobody is watching. A decision to say no to distractions that are stealing years from your life. A decision to stop negotiating with weakness. This is not about being extreme for a week. This is about becoming disciplined for life. Because the truth is brutal. If you don't choose your pain now, life will choose it for you later. The pain of discipline weighs ounces. The pain of regret weighs tons. And one day, Sooner than you think, you'll look back and realize this exact moment was the turning point. The moment you either stepped up or stayed average. So decide, right now, not tomorrow, not after one more video, now. If this hit you, don't just feel it, act on it. Subscribe, stay here, build with us. This channel isn't for entertainment, it's for people who are done lying to themselves and ready to choose differently. Every single day, your life changes the moment your choices do. Choose wisely.